recreating another cracked omelette, but this time we are going all the way across the oceans to Greece, and we're going to make a beautiful feta and cheese omelette with olives. It's going to be absolutely delightful. I cannot wait for you to try this. If you can get cracked in your local supermarket or in M&S, get it, because it is so good. I think it's really hard for people who are on plant-based diets to actually be able to get something that's as good at recreating omelettes as what cracked is. So let's get cooking today, and the ingredients that you'll need are the following. So you'll need some salt. You'll also need cracked. Absolutely brilliant this, love this. You will also need some black pepper. You will need some soy milk or whatever milk that you prefer to use. And then you will need the following. So you'll need some olives. I've got 5 or 6 here, and these are the chili olives, and I've just cut them in half. You will need 2 heaped tablespoons of cheese, or vegan cheese, plant cheese, whatever cheese you want to use. And you will need some feta. So it's about 2 inches by 1 inch. That's what you'll need. And that's it. That is all the ingredients that you will need today. You won't need any other ingredients. So yeah, let's get cooking. Okay, so we need a bowl, and as with everything, I forgot to mention you'll also need some oil to cook your omelette. But we need a bowl, and what we're going to do is we're going to add our cracked. Now, depending upon how big you want your omelette, it basically depends on how much you want to put in of cracked, and we're making a reasonable size omelette today, so I'm putting in a cupful of the cracked ingredients. And you'll also need here a bit of soy. I can't emphasize enough how much of a dash you need. You don't need a lot at all of the milk. Literally just this much, a tablespoon. You'll also need some salt, and we're going to put in a teaspoon of salt. You don't want too much salt because you don't want to over salt it, because we have the olives which are salted anyway. And then we want some pepper, and we're going to add about a teaspoon as well of pepper to this, so you've got that nice peppery taste to that. And then we're going to give this a really good mix. We're going to properly mix everything in like so. If you don't like pepper, you don't have to put in as much. I'm going to add a little bit more of the cracked actually, because I don't think this omelette is going to be enough. So we're just adding a little bit more, and we're going to get this all whisked up, and we're going to try and get it to be a little tiny bit aerated. You know, when the bubbles come in like this, we're going to try and just get a few of them bubbles in here like so. Yeah, you see we've got some bubbles now. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to add our olives. So easy, so simple is this dish, it really is. And we're going to add half our cheese, and we're not going to add the feta yet. Okay, and we're just going to give this a really good mix around. Oh, it smells amazing. Now at this point, if you wanted to make it more authentic, or you wanted to add more of those wonderful Greek herbs, you could add a little bit of oregano, a touch of thyme, but we're just going to make a classic omelette with just a hint of them beautiful, wonderful olives. Do you know what, guys? I've convinced myself I am going to add a few herbs, not many, just a few. So, 1/4 teaspoon of oregano and pinch of thyme, just to add those flavours. I was talking to myself about them and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna add them. And this is the versatility. This is just to show you how easy it is. If you don't like Greek herbs and spices, don't put them in. If you love Moroccan spices, put them in. It's whatever you want. If you love Italian spices, put them in. If you want it plain and you don't want cheese, do that. Do whatever you want, because food is about giving it a go and trying something amazing. Okay, so we're gonna get the frying pan now and we're gonna cook this amazing omelette. I've just put this pan on a medium-low heat. Now remember, with cracked, it doesn't cook the same at the same rate as what an egg does. It cooks a lot longer, 10 to 15 minutes. So we're gonna add some oil here, and I want you to put enough oil in the pan so that the cracked will not at all stick. What I've found with cracked is that it's a little bit more delicate than what a traditional omelette and egg would be. Normally when your egg has hardened and set a little bit, you can actually scrape it over and things like that and manipulate it a bit more. It's a little bit more delicate, it's cracked, so the more oil you have on your base, the better it is and the less likelihood it'll stick and break, okay? So I'm going to give this one final whisk and I'm going to let my pan just heat a little bit. Oh, I'm so glad I added those herbs. Oh, I can't get over the smell already, it's just phenomenal. Okay, so we've added half the cheese as well, and we're going to tip this in, making sure we get all that wonderful mixture out. Get a spoon just to get all that wonderful mixture out. It's not cheap in cracked. It's, you know, it's quite expensive, but essentially if you're wanting to have eggs and things like that, then you've got to think about that cost and whether or not you really want it. So what we're going to do now is we're going to let this bubble away, and we're going to not touch it. The key is not to touch it at all. We're going to let this bubble away nice and slow. It's on a medium to low heat, and we're just going to wait. We're just going to wait patiently. Okay, while we're waiting for our cracked to bubble and cook away, we're going to get our feta, and what I just want you to do is just break it up like this, just into those bite-sized pieces that you'd want to find in your omelette, like so, just like this. Oh, can you imagine just cutting into this, all this creamy, cheesy Greek goodness with the feta. Oh, absolutely amazing. So yeah, so we're just going to leave it like that, because what we're going to do with this is we're going to fold the cheese in to the centre of the omelette, so it'll be like this beautiful cheesy goodness inside the omelette. Look at this bubbling away, all them herbs, oh, the olives, just cooking away nicely. It's just starting to form its seal. Still don't touch it, don't trust it, it's not like an egg, but look at it, it's absolutely, oh, look at this, it's gonna be amazing. So here's a tip with cracked, because we can't really move this and shake it about because it'll break up, but you might feel that your heat's concentrated here or here. Just literally just move your pan to the corner so the heat can then cover all the areas. Bit different way of cooking, but you'll know then that all underneath will get that wonderful cooked evenness. I just wanted to show you as well, can you see whereby we've whisked it and we've given it like that aeration throughout the omelette? So what that does is it makes your omelette more fluffy. I've got to be honest with you, it's not the easiest thing to work with, but once you get the hang of it, you'll just know what to do. It's like with anything, just learning everything and understanding how to do it is the hardest things. But yeah, the aeration just makes it that little bit thicker. I'm just trying to show you here that you got a bit of a thicker omelette with that. Okay, it has had a good 10 minutes and I've gone around, made sure everything is cooked evenly underneath, you know, by moving the pan around. And if I touch it, can you see that bounce? There's a little bounce. And so it should be ready to be able to shake and not break apart. Can you see that? So it's time now to add our cheeses. Okay, bubbling away. Now time to add our cheese. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add it at one side of the omelette because, careful, it's hot, because we want to be able to fold it over. And you can put in as much cheese as you want or no cheese at all. You might just be totally fine with what's already in there. And we're just gonna add that in there like that. And we're gonna let this just melt, just start to melt a little bit. And then we'll be ready to move it over. As you can see, that bounce is there. Oh, it's gonna be beautiful. So we'll let that melt for a couple of minutes and then we'll flip that over. Okay, as you can see, the cheese is just starting to melt. It's all gonna be so nice. So now we're gonna flip this omelette over and it should be fluffy and be able to move over. Now, it's tricky. It's not the easiest thing to do. And I suggest you use two things to flip this over. It's not the easiest though. So I'm going to use a fork and I'm going to flip like so. And we're going to flip this just like this, so we've got a beautiful half fluffy omelette, and we're gonna let this bubble away for a bit longer. At this opportunity, you can get rid of surplus oil or anything like that, because we've had to cook it in a little bit more oil, and it's a perfect opportunity to be able to get rid of that. But look at this omelette so far. Look at this so far. Oh my goodness, all the cheesy goodness just cooking inside it. Oh, absolutely amazing. I'm going to grill the top of this because I want it to have just like a nice firm grilled top, but you don't have to if you don't want. It's entirely up to you. But how beautiful is this looking? I just want to show you how amazing this is. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, it is sizzling hot. The cheese is all infused. It's absolutely amazing. I think it's time to serve, guys. Oh, look at this. Nice and brown, crispiness. I'm gonna half it because it's absolutely massive. I'm gonna half it and then it'll be time to serve. Okay, I've just halved it and all that cheese has just melted in the omelette, and I've served it with some nice Greek salad. Oh, look at this, the olives, the cheese, the feta, all encased in amazing amazing cracked. Who'd have thought? Who'd have thought? 100% plant-based. Oh, you'll love it. Greek omelette with Greek salad. If you like this video, please like and subscribe and hit that notification button. And stay safe, everyone.